One of the biggest concerns and conflicts that I think I have with early childhood programs, number one was cost. I will say, with my first child, I decided to take the first 9 months off, not knowing if we would be financially okay, but I knew, one, didn't know where I was going to take my child for care, and number two, um, I I didn't know where to really even turn to. So by the time we had our second child, we knew a little bit more, and we decided we were in a better place, but still, like, to know how many years ahead of time you actually needed to be on a wait list. There ended up being an opening at a really great program, and was very conveniently located to my husband's work. And I remember it was like a phone call. It's like, we have an opening. Do you want to do it? And we were just like, can we afford this? We know it's a great program, but there, there must be other programs. We ended up saying yes, and we're just like, for biting the bullet, we're gonna do it. But I remember like looking through all these different early childhood programs, and that was the first barrier. It was just like, how much is this gonna cost? Can we do this? Um, During our with our first child, I remember it was like, what do we cut out so we can pay for daycare, or do we just put it on the credit card and just cross our fingers? So, I mean, cost was a big deal, and trying to figure out it just seemed like it wasn't easy to find. And then you end up having like this parent guilt. I'm like, is it bad that you're not in a program so you can be socialized and learn new things? The past 18 months with the pandemic has been quite, I mean, there are parents that have told me, it's like, wow, you really dealt with it really well. Shortly after I got laid off, I think within a week, I was figuring out, okay, what kind of programming can I do with my children? Having been a design major, I had all these materials. So I at least knew I had stuff. And then to think that if there were other families that didn't have that, um, my heart went out to them. But, the fact that there were I was just appreciative. Number one, there came to a point where I was like, I don't think I have no more to give to you, because I am not an early education professional. There must be something I'm missing here. We've just even been recently talking now. It's like, do we want a third child? Because I constantly get asked, are you going to have more children? Your children are so smart. Your children are so bright. They even asked me, it's like, can we have another brother? I'm like, I don't think we can do that. And so, to some extent, you almost feel like you're robbing someone of a future that they didn't even know they had. And so I think it also makes you consider of whether or not you should move to a different country where they're more supportive about family life and those values. Um, for all you know, you have not given birth to the future president of the United States. So I think that kind of support would help a lot of families to not feel so burdened and valued as a human being.